What's going on, YouTube land? Country Boy Jamie here. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic Easter. I know I am for the most part. It is currently 11:56 a.m. my time. It's actually very beautiful outside, very sunny. Weather is really good for the most part, although it's just a little bit on the windy side, which is why I'm sitting here in the truck filming, because I didn't really want the wind to affect my sound quality. But again, I hope you guys are having yourselves a very nice Easter. I am for the most part. But I had a viewer reach out to me in one of my comments and talk about my relationship and my opinion on plasmamasterdon, aka the real life Herbert the Pervert, as I've gone to call him. I know a few other people have dubbed him that too. Um, and really, with this type of video, to be completely honest with you, I really don't know where to begin. I don't really like getting into this type of subject. As you guys know, usually I focus on horror, vehicles, antiques, collectibles, that type of thing. I don't really care for crossing into this type of territory, but I told this viewer that I'd do my best to try to film a quick video on it, and maybe in the future I'll try my best to make a longer, more edited video if you guys would be into seeing something like that, where I can go a little bit more in depth, because as you know, and I do apologize in advance, I do have a bit of a thing for rambling kind of all over the place, and I really don't mean to do that. So again, a little heads up, and I do apologize if that happens in this video. But I met Dawn, I'd have to say around late 2016 or probably around mid 2017. I believe I was around 12, so I have to say about mid 2017 is when I met him, because I believe I had just turned 12. So I'm going to say summer 2017-ish, right after I turned 12. I had met Don, and me and him kind of hit it off as pretty good friends, because as you guys know, I was raised around older men most of my life, and I was raised by my great-grandparents. So, I'm kind of used to more, older people. So me and him got along good, and I just kind of viewed him as a good friend for a while, and for the most part, all of his comments were positive. They wasn't suggestive or inappropriate in any way, and that's just how it was until around, I want to say 2018. I had made a video, I believe it was a cold start on my Ford Ranger, and he commented, and his comments were a bit on the suggestive side, which I took at that point as humor. At that time, I was about 13. Maybe just 14 at that time, so I really didn't think much of them like I should have. I should have been more aware, because I actually had people reaching out to me at that time being like, hey Jamie, there's something up with this guy, you might want to check it out a little bit. And I'm like, oh, it's probably just humor, which was my mistake at that time. But then again, 13-year-old Jamie brain, not the smartest thing in the world. I'm still not the smartest thing in the world. I'm quite stupid, actually, if we're being honest. I just kind of brushed it off, and he never really made any suggestive comments again. The only thing he did was kept suggesting me to get Skype, which even at that time, 2018, Skype was pretty much out for the most part. Nobody really uses Skype anymore. I mean, I believe every social media app on the planet that I can think of right offhand has FaceTiming abilities, and you can get multiple calls on one thing. So I believe Skype is mostly abandoned at this point. I could be wrong. I've never used it, and I don't really have any plans to use it. Until around, I guess what we could continue next is around March of 2019, I had lost access to my old YouTube channel. I don't know the password to it, and I don't even know the email, so I'm having a bit of a trouble trying to get into it, and I guess I'm going to do my best to see if I can get into it. I'm not sure if it's possible. If any of you have any suggestions, feel free to leave me a comment. It'd be very much appreciated. So if I can either get in there and private those videos or take them down. Not completely sure yet. But after I had lost that channel and I got my new channel that I use now, I tried to reach out to Don and be like, hey man, I got myself a new channel, and if you want to, you can subscribe to this, and yada yada yada. I never heard back from him, and I was like, oh, that's kind of weird, and I never thought much of it, and I just let it be that. Until I was scrolling on YouTube either in November, maybe December of 2020, I think it was November, however, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I was scrolling and I saw where a YouTuber had posted, I can't think of the YouTuber's name right offhand, where they had posted a video called, I think it was Plasmamasterdon Exposed, and I'm like, oh shit, his suggestive comments from 2018 make a lot of sense, which, if you guys want to see those comments, I will leave a link to that video in the description and the pinned comment, so you guys can check it out and kind of make your own observation. So I watched the video, and all I gotta say is, I was shocked. I mean, you really don't know how to feel, and again, I still don't really know how to approach that type of thing. I was just shocked, and I'm still shocked by it, because there's an old saying, the thing you least expect from the person you least expect it from is the thing that's most likely to happen, if that makes any sort of sense to you. And usually that's the case, and I'm still shocked about it because I guess he was really good at playing the facade of the innocent old man type, which is kind of what everybody thought. They just thought he was a more lonely, just kind of lonesome type old man who was just making videos for his audience, and it turned out to be very different, as all of you know. And my opinion of him now is fuck him. My opinion's been the same ever since I figured out what he's done and what he was probably doing years ago. I mean, fuck him. I can't have any sort of sympathy for people like that. You, as a grown adult, choose to prey on the weak and the innocent. Fuck you. I have no sympathy for you, and quite frankly to me, you would probably live life much better as a target. Again, not threatening, just hypothetical thing. I view you like a rabid fucking animal. I got no sympathy for you, I got no remorse for you, and it would be I think the world would be a lot better if you stopped breathing, which, as you know, plasmamasterdon has. So, only bad thing is that he died thinking that he was still in the good, and he died thinking everybody fucking loved him. So, oof, no justice was really served here as usual. But again, fuck him. Fuck him, fuck what followers he has left, and fuck people like him. Just, I hate to be crude like that, and I really do apologize for my language, but again, I can't have sympathy for these type of people. If you choose to prey on the weak, that was your choice. And you fucked up. There's no coming back from that. There's no coming back from that. I really don't know how to touch on this subject, and again, I apologize for the rambling. I really, again, don't really know how to touch on the subject, but I got no remorse for the man, I got no sympathy for the man, and if you ask me, I'm personally glad that he's 6 feet under. I just wish he would have saw how his fans and the people that he misguided would have reacted to seeing what he really was, and if you ask me, I don't think that was his first time. Judging by his suggestive comments, I mean, I've heard fucking shit from people talking about how he was looking for nudes from underage boys and shit, and on fucking Skype calls offering money and shit. Not sure how true that is, but judging by his record, I'm pretty fucking sure that shit's probably true. But then again, I can't confirm it, so, along with the suggestive comments he's left me, but again, the thing is with these fucking, these predators like this, is they do this shit for years usually without getting caught. So if you ask me, he was probably doing the same shit 40 fucking years ago and just never got caught until the end, so that's just my opinion on it, and that's it. Again, if you guys like, I'll film a longer version of this, a more better edited version, and maybe I'll try to write a script so I can stay a bit more on track, because I know I'll be kind of kicking myself later wondering like, dang it, I left this out, or dang it, I left this out. So again, I do apologize, and again, I hate to be treading in this type of dark territory, but I pretty much told this viewer that I would do my best to shed some light and try to explain a bit of my relationship that I had with Don. But again, I hope you guys are having a fantastic Easter, and yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time.